and we can see. Okay, so form events. Okay, JavaScript events. Okay, so in a JavaScript events, we have a JavaScript events are related to the form and the controls inside the forms only. Okay, so JavaScript events is nothing but a form events and control events. Okay, for the form, for each and every form it will contains the onload event and onsave event. Okay, so which can accept the JavaScript. Okay, so for the form, okay, from form level event we have a two events for the form, so that is onload and second one is onsave. Okay, so in these two events only we can able to trigger the JavaScript. Okay, so next, for field level events, for each and every field we have a on change event. Okay, so for iframe also we have a JavaScript iframe event, that is on ready state complete event, and the tab we have a event we can like a tab state change. Okay, so this events is introduced in the CRM 2011. Okay, so like a earlier you in a CRM 4.0 we will use the CRM form.all for retrieving the all the fields. So in CRM 2011 and 2013 we are using a xrm.page.object. Okay, xrm.page. Okay, so it will use the all the JavaScript customizations. Okay, so for a form level events we will have a only onload and onsave. Okay, so for each and every field we have a event, that is on change event. For a tab we have a tab state change event. For iframe we have a event, so that is on ready state complete event. Okay, so in the system I can show you how it will be. So on the form, open the form. In the form you can able to see the form properties. Okay, so here we can have in the form properties you can see the event. Okay, this is a events we can see. Here we have to attach the all the web JavaScript web resources first. Here we can able to add the JavaScript libraries here, and if you see the here form level events, for form we have a only two events, onload and onsave. So uh, next we have a for a field, for a tab we have a only one event, that is tab on change. Okay, for a field if you see the field we have a only on change event. Okay, for a iframe, okay, you can see the only on ready state complete event. Okay, so these are the events for a in a CRM JavaScript. Okay, so this is a form events for the in here for the form JavaScript events in a MS CRM. So the next concept is the attaching the JavaScript method to a form events. Okay, so for that first we need to write create a web resource with the type of a JavaScript file. Okay, so click on a web resource and click on a new. Okay, so just I'm giving a JavaScript JS account. Okay, and here we have to select the type as a script. Okay, and here in the inside of this one we have to write a JavaScript coding. Okay, so each and every JavaScript method, it will start the keyword with the function. Okay, so this function is a keyword, it will declare, we are declaring a method. Okay, so the method, okay, I'm defining set value. Okay, this is a method I have declared. So inside that, just I'm giving a alert. So here alert is something like a, we are giving a alert message. Just I'm giving a form onload. Okay, uh, this is one. See, in a JavaScript, each and every method, it will start with the function key, and this is a name of the function, and inside we have to write some statements. Okay, so this is a basic JavaScript method declaration. Okay, so if you click on OK, so my JavaScript file is ready. Okay, so I'm click on publish. Okay, next go to the entities and account entity, which are the form we have to write some code. So for example, I'm taking a local account. Okay, so here go to the form events and just add the your JavaScript file to here. So we need to, so whatever the JavaScript file you are using, so that file you need to add it to here first, form libraries. Okay, so if you click on OK, we added the JavaScript file to form library. Here we can see the, now I am attaching the event. Okay, so this one, click on OK. Okay, so this, in this JavaScript file, what is a method we are defined. Okay, like a set value is the method I have defined. Okay, so this is a, if you want to, if it is a check, so this method it will call. If it is unchecked, this method it won't call on loading of the form. Okay, so click on OK. Okay, set value. Okay, so now if you click on OK, click on OK. So I have attached the JavaScript method save set the values to the form onload event. Okay, so now it is a form onload event. I have attached the set value method. Okay, so if you click on OK and if it is save and publish. So now whenever the local account form is a loaded, so now we can able to see some alert message whatever we have given. So whenever so now I am loading the form. Okay. So now it is a custom form. If I change it to the local form, now we can able to see some alert. Okay. So now we can able to see the whatever we are given a JavaScript method, it is executed. So you got we got this alert message. Okay. So that is the use of the form onload event. Okay. So whenever you are loading some form, okay, you want to implement some business rules like disabling the fields, okay, hiding the fields, okay. So setting some default value to the particular field. So at the time we will go for the onload event. Okay. So next on save event. Okay. So before saving the record, you want to execute some validations. You want to check the data validations. Okay. So for that reason, we will have a on save event. Okay. So it will our method which will execute on save. Okay. So our validation is got passed. So then only the record which will get saved in the database. Okay. So in the similar way, we have a field on change event. Okay. So field on change event, how we can attach it. Okay. So for example, I have a account number here. Okay. In that field, you can in the field level you can see the events here. Okay. Here we need to add the library. Okay, whatever library we added in the form, so same library it will use. So here we need to define a method. Okay. So for example, if I given a this one edit library, just I can write some another method. So here also I will call the same method, set values. Okay, click on OK. So when you click on OK, so now the event is attached for the account number field. So when you click on save and publish. Okay. So if you control F5, it will refresh the browser. So this is form onload method it is called. So now if I enter some value in a here, okay, some value I enter and tabbed out. So this is field on change event. It is got triggered. Okay. So the field on change event most of the times. So based upon certain values on this field, okay, you can able to implement. You can able to execute the some business validations, business rules you can define. Okay. For example, so on change of this field, like if you enter some account number, so certain fields has to be mandatory, certain fields has to be disabled, certain field has to be enabled. So those kind of customizations we can able to achieve through the on change event. Okay. So for the tab on change, for the tabs we have a uh, to have a property like a expand and collapse. Okay, when you expand and collapse, so that is a changing the status of the this one tab. So this is now the tab is expanded state. So if I click on this one, it is in collapsed state. Okay, so you want to execute certain business rules when you are expanding. Okay, so those one we can able to achieve through the tab state change event. Okay,